All right, post-game show on the air brought to you by Mr. Natural Dot Shoot. 100% on Natural Dot Shoot and the Prairie Rhythm Online Facebook.com. Battle with Natural Shoot. Hope you understood me today. I have a lot to get through here in the next 4 minutes. I'm joined by somebody celebrating a birthday today. Michelle Curtis, kind enough to join us. Michelle, I don't know if your birthday could have done any better, but boy, you guys pull one out again. It seemed like after that 2-0 goal that you guys scored, you guys have had all kinds of trouble all of a sudden. What do you make of it? I mean, I know you're going to game 3, but I can't imagine you're all that happy with the way you guys have played the last 2 games.
You know what? I think the first game was a bit of a learning lesson for us. And, you know, you can't underestimate anyone in this league, right? So, of course, we came out flying this game. And, you know, every mistake we make is, you know, a lesson. So we learn from our mistakes and we keep pushing forward. I think we needed intensity last game, and I think we brought the intensity this game, so I think that carried us through this game.
Is it a concern the number of penalties you took? So they had the 1 power play the last game they scored, they win by 1. They get the early power play goal. Now, you guys don't typically take a lot of penalties, that's why I say that. Is that an area of concern going into the 3rd game?
It's definitely something to be aware about. I think we have to watch our penalties because, you know, I think a penalty can make or break a game, but I'm not too concerned about it. I mean, my cardio was definitely up there today because of the penalties, but, you know, something to be aware of, something to learn from, but I know, you know, you learn from your lessons, and I think we're just going to watch that next game.
So now there's been a lot of talk about just how much trouble the number 1 team has coming off the bye. Can you guys see why there's that discussion now?
I mean, you know, we didn't come out like we should have. We didn't play really our Preds hockey that we're so used to, and I think we just needed to get that little push, and I think, you know, like I said, it's a lesson, so I think we learned, and I don't think we need to be concerned, I think.
And you know what, realistically, you're 10 minutes away from wrapping this series up if you guys don't give up those 2 late goals yesterday, and you know what, you're 1 bounce away from going to overtime yesterday too, so onward and upward, I guess, for you guys in game number 3. Just give me a fun on Saturday night. It's a late 1, 8:30, and then winner turns around and plays in the championship. Loser turns around and plays at 6 o'clock. So they don't get any smaller in the magnitude of the games from this point forward.
Oh, no, it's only up from here, right? More hard work, more blood, sweat, and tears, but I think our team's ready for it. I mean, you know, Blizzard's really putting up a fight, and they really want it, and I really appreciate that because it's making a really good series.
So I am hesitant to ask you this question because you're not done yet, but I think I'll go ahead and ask it. You're in your 5th year, you're in your overage year, so potentially it could be your last game take out. I mean, the bronze medal game, okay, but has it sunk in yet? But, you know, this is your last year, and you know, enjoy this playoff run type of scenario, or how do you embrace it?
I am enjoying every minute, but you know, I'm not trying to think about it too much because if not, I think the tears are going to start coming. This team has been a huge part of my life for, you know, 5 years now, but you know, I'm just taking it 1 game at a time, and I think I'm just going to enjoy every second of it like tonight.
Now, you guys have played in some big games. You in particular have played in a couple of game 3s. You've come on the right end of one, and I think on end of another one now over the 5 years. So is there something you can take from that experience for you personally?
I think taking from all of this, I think it's just, you know, in this league, I think it's anyone's game at any time. It's going to be who wants it more and who's willing to work for it. And, you know, I think that's a lesson that lots of teams learn in this league, that, you know, you have to have that drive and you have to keep pushing throughout this entire thing. You slip up once and, you know, the team could take advantage of you. So
yeah, see what happened last night, and even I didn't even envision before the pace call and empty netter that that goal by Alana would be the difference so early in the 2nd period. But that's the way these 2 teams play. They don't give us a lot of room and a lot of inches out there. So congratulations on great series so far. Hopefully we're talking after game 3 on Saturday night.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, Michelle Curtis, kind enough to join us. We'll take a quick. Actually, we'll be joined here by Paige Collins. Real quick.
Hello.
Paige, thank you for joining me. I realized I realized I'm going to have to be very, very quick here. I might have to start calling the game, actually.
No, that's okay.
And then I'll ask you questions during the winter. Are you in a hurry?
Yeah.
Okay. Real quick. What was it like in this game for you? I mean, obviously you got the goal last night, but it's been tough sledding for you as the league's leading scorer. Do you feel like you're being keyed on? And the B part, do you embrace that challenge?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different coming into a game where it's do or die. I think we all knew what we needed to do today, and I mean, we came out and we wanted to win, so that's what comes down to it.
Now, is it as simple as one bad 10 minutes and we're not even talking about Saturday night in your mind?
Yeah, I mean, we want to, I mean, from now on, we're not focusing on today's game. We're focusing on Saturday, what we need to do Saturday to come out with a win, and so I think that's our main focus.
Now, this may be a fair question, this may not be, but do you guys think you underestimated the Blizzard a little bit early on?
No, I think we kind of let go a little for sure, but I don't think it's because we underestimated them. I think we know exactly what every team is capable of, and I think we know what we need to do.
Here, they did drop the putt here, so I'll let you go. One last question. Just give me a thought on Saturday night.
Saturday night, we just need to come out and do exactly what we did today.
Okay, we'll let it go. Sorry, I'm
no, that's okay.
So short on time. We'll chat after Saturday. Okay, Paige Collins kind enough to join us. Probably, I'm guessing running off to the Avros game. Here as we'll get the graphic all figured out. As well, Michael Yell, Curtis, you want the head? Actually, no, okay, no headset for you, okay. I think we have one more player coming perhaps, so we will wait for that. Meantime, I can tell you, just going to have a quick look here. This game is underway. We'll get the graphic situation figured out here in a minute. 19 minutes here. I'm just going to quickly load it up here. Michael Dale, Curtis St. Marie. And it's in game 2. Shayna Moore opposite Katrina Miseretti. The teams will go with the alternate goaltenders than they did. After Shayna Moore will play again, her second straight game. And that's going to be a quick whistle here with 18:57 to go in the period. Looks like the Predators left us a cupcake. How nice. Puck comes back. That was completely unexpected. Back off the wall. They'll chip it around. They'll leave it now back quickly out to center right. Curtis, I'm going to need you to sit down if you don't mind. Because you're like right in my way on the left-hand side of the rink. They're back out. Now they play it back into the corner. Chad Erickson has left us. She is a little bit under the weather. We'll have the game's first penalty here. And we'll fix the graphic for you. We will go with no running time because it's just unfortunately too much for one person to do. And there's a lot of whistles here early on. So we'll just do the score. My apologies. Puck comes out. Now they worked it in. It's 0-0. Shayna Moore and Katrina Miseretti trying to send this to a game 3. Puck comes back out. Now they worked it around. They'll shoot it back into the corner. Works it out for Sonia Neal. Here's that chance quickly as it's ripped around. Back out here. Miseretti made the stop. Kaylin run right on. That's not wide. Now they'll leave it back into the corner. They'll settle it back cross ice as it's flipped back in. Here for Julie Albert. Albert back behind the net. Tries to work it out front. We're just underway here in game 2 of our doubleheader. No running time on our graphic. We are scoreless. Puck comes off the wall. Michael Dill and Curtis St. Marie. Now they worked it all the way across. And this is not going to play it up the wall. Ultra Cruz can't overskate it. Now they work it back in. They'll flip it all the way across. Here comes Destiny Chaborat. Chaborat around the wall. They'll send it cross ice. Now they shoot it down. Works it in. Now we have a quick look. Back to the center ice area here for Jocelyn. Up the window. They'll send it across. Now it's down. Here they come 2-on-2. They'll send it back across. Works it now to the middle. They'll leave it out front. Now back to the corner of the slot and out. Here comes Julie Albert. Bat cross ice, she'll leave it, drive it, cross ice, bat out. Trying to work it around. Here off the window now, up for Carrie Ann Sweeney. Bat out here, the quit shot, that's to be knocked away by Miseretti. 16:45 to go. Here in this opening period, Michael Dale, Curtis St. Marie, Stephanie Malloy. Works it in now, shoot it back out to center and back in. They'll leave it here, the quit shot. Now they work it back down. They'll send it back out. Here's another opportunity. Bat for Pales. Right out in front for Lee. Oh, that just missed just wide. Back into the corner. Now they settle it. Here's the shot. That's to be knocked away by Pales. Back out front. Now center it. Quickly back here. Now they work it into the middle. Quickly out front. Now behind. There's another nice save. As they'll work it back out. Michael Darrell. Curtis St. Marie. The rest of our broadcast team. Puck comes back out front quickly. They'll slot it all the way around up the seam. Drives it in. Michael Darrell with Curtis St. Marie. Whitney Scott in the corner for Hannah Pales. The Blaze, have the first two shots of this game. The Predators win 3-1. It's going to game 3 Saturday night. Now they work off the wall. They'll play it off. So that game will go at 8:30 on Saturday. Drive it in. Now they work it off the wall. They'll leave it back. Trying to play this back across. They'll shoot it back in as it's worked back down. Now behind the goal, here's Whitney Scott. Tries to collect it back into the corner. 15-16. As the puck comes up the ice, here they come. It's a 2-on-3 shot to the net. Stopped by Shayna Moore. And it's going to be grabbed and held. Face-off comes to the right of Shayna Moore. Thanks to Page College for coming. Sorry we had to cut that short. That's the issue, unfortunately, when you come so close to the puck drop. Off the wall, 15:05 to go. They'll send it across, back out quickly. They'll work it here for Sonia Neal. Neal moves it in, the shot not stopped by Miseretti. And she'll hang on. And we have a whistle. Face-off comes to the right. Now they leave it here for Colatillo. That she can't get to it. Now they work it here for Sonia Neal. Back across, they'll work it to the corner. Tries to shoot it back up the ice here for Prochit at the 2-on-1. Back up in front of the shot that gloved by Shayna Moore goes wide. Now behind the net. They'll try to juggle it up for Sonia Neal. Neal hammers it off the glass. Now they wait for it in the zone again. Back quickly here to the middle. This comes back to the slot. Waiting for it is a shot that's not going to work. As it's driven right back over. Waits for it back up the slot. They'll slide it in. Waits for it back to the far blue line. There's the hit that back out. Now they wait for it. They'll slide it back across. I'll have to wait for a whistle.
Oh, that's okay. I don't need to.
Yeah, it's fine. Put the headset on. I'll bring you on. Back out here, the shot. Shayna Moore makes the save. That's going to go wide of the goal. Joined quickly here by Bailey Dranham. Bailey, I don't have an incredible amount of time, but real quick, what did you see on your goal?
My goal, lots of teamwork. Shaw and Paige, we all worked well together. They told me to go forward. It popped out to me. I just banked it in.
Finally, Bailey, your team facing elimination tonight. Be able to stave off elimination. What did you see in last night's game that maybe wasn't working for your team?
I think we just didn't want it as much as they did, and we came out way stronger this game, just knowing that it was do or die, so that was the difference.
Do you feel that two desperate hockey teams in the same game made for a good hockey team? Because it felt like you guys were pushing the rope for a part of the game. They were pushing that for the part of the game, and it actually made for a really good game, and it wasn't really decided until the Paige Collins empty net goal.
Oh, yeah. We both wanted it. Definitely made for a more aggressive game because we were both teams were out there playing hard.
Finally, you guys uncharacteristically taking a lot of penalties in this game. And that's something that didn't have to be cleaned up for game 3?
For sure, yeah. We need to cut back on those penalties. It really cost us.
Finally, give me a thought on one of your players celebrating a birthday today, bailing you out on the back half of the PK there, Michelle Curtis.
Oh, yes, it's her birthday. Very exciting for her to get a W.
Here's a shot to Paul Rice that just scored. We'll pick up the goal. Last question. Give me a thought on Saturday night. What's it going to take to advance to the big one on Sunday?
I think we just have to come out with the same mentality, just come out strong, work hard, and want it as much as we did tonight, more than them.
Okay, thanks for joining me, Bailey. I appreciate it.
Thanks, bye.
All right, Bailey Brown, I'm kind enough for joining us. Your Curtis, did you happen to see who scored that goal? Because I completely missed it. Okay, we'll get the announcement here from JP coming in a second. Bailey Brown, I'm kind enough to join us for the last of our interviews. Anyway, the Ice have themselves a 1-0 lead off the set of a goal. We'll get that one from JP. Puck comes off. Now they worked it down to the corner, so we'll update the graphic here in a second. 16. Okay. Now they worked it off the wall. So it's going to be a Serena Mazda goal. That is going to be the difference here right now. Now we have Bailey Branham's interview done, so I don't anticipate anybody else. Face-off comes to the right, 1-0 Polar Ice. And now they play it off the wall. Drives it in, so Mazda opens the scoring. And my apologies for missing the goal. They'll send it across, back out. Here's a offside play at the blue line. 11:52 to go, 1-0 for the Polar Ice. Predators and Blizzard going for Game 3 Saturday night. Now we have a look all the way around. Off the wall here for Prochip. Prochip going in after it now for Grun. Grun back in the corner, sends it out front. Now they work it back to the corner. They'll send it across ice off the wall. Back in, so we have the goal scored by Serena Mazda. Up for Sonia Neal. Right back in, that doesn't work. Here's a shot out front. Game 5 tomorrow, Provincial U18. It'll be the Yellowhead Chiefs taking on the Winnipeg Ice in a winner take all. Here's a shot back to the middle. They'll send it across ice. That pass misses as Grun holds it in. Drives it off the wall here now for Ashley Zeitz. Zeitz moving in. She's got a partial break. Back to the slot. That went through the seam. This goes back into the corner here for a 1-0 game. They'll work it off the wall, back out front. Tries to leave it now for Prochit. Prochit rolls it back here now for Terry Ann Sweeney. Rolls it back to the middle. Big hit there, Berube. Berube off the window, tries to play it back in. Now they drive it off the wall and out. Here quickly for Sonia Neal. Neal tries to work it. That doesn't work. Up the window. Here come the ice. It waves out in front. Oh, that just missed. Back up the seam. They'll drive it in. Up the wall here now. Anderson tries to spin out of the situation. Back up. Looks like Whitney Scott might be wearing that number 9 jersey again. That's exactly what it is. Up the window. I can tell the way she skates. Back out. This is Whitney Scott. She'll sandwich it in. Leave it up there for Nebula. Maybe Whitney Scott. Back out. We'll have to wait and see. Pretty sure that's Whitney, though. I think it'll be the call. 9:58 to go here in the opening period. No color commentary today for Curtis in the second game. He's a man of silence in this second game. But you can see his handiwork behind the camera. Puck comes out. Now they work it off of the corner quickly out front. They'll roll it back to the far corner. Tries to settle it. That doesn't work. Back quickly, they'll chip it. You're off the window for Julie Albert. Albert right on. This was off the light. Now they're back for Whitney Scott. Scott plays it in the corner. Tries to work it. Now they just tight turn back out of a situation. Here's a shot. That's quickly stopped by Katrina Mizzaretti. And on the 7th shot of the night, And that's going to be an icing call. So yeah, that was Serena Mazza. I just received confirmation here in a minute. Bats out off the wall. Works it in. Works it off to the corner. Nothing there. They'll send it back to the corner, and that's going to roll. Number 16, Serena Mazza, with bat off the wall. I got it back out. Now they work it. Back to the wall. Here's the chance with 9:09 to go in this opening period. Back quickly, they'll shoot it up the wall. Pass splits to D. That is going to be stopped here by Shayna Moore. Well, I'm a bit surprised Shayna Moore is going bat to bat, but they probably said take their chances with a 1-goal game last night. That this one flips around, 8:58. Rolls it up for Lee. Drives it now for Julia Albert up the seam. They'll send it across. Drives it in here now up the wall. Actually, that is Whitney Scott in a 13. That's somebody else in that number 9 jersey. We'll figure out who that is. Here's the shot. Pales right on that goes back. Yeah, that's Whitney in the 13. We'll figure out who that 9 is in a minute. Back to the blue line. That's not on the roster. Back to the corner. They'll send it across. I'll have to do the process of elimination. Here's Pales in the corner. That was somebody that forgot a jersey, would be my guess. Puck comes out. Back in. They'll shoot it across. And here's Jamie Johnson. Johnson works it up the ice here for Whitney Scott. So that's Whitney Scott. My apologies. We got the numbers straightened out. Puck goes over top of Miseretti's goal now for Pales. Pales off the window. We'll have to see if they run this top line, the Blaze, for most of the game here down in an elimination game. Puck comes across. Now they settle it. This goes to the corner. This is going to come up the ice, and it's going to be played for Pales. Pales on the back shot, tries to work it. Sends it around now for Stinton. Stinton has it cut off. And this is going to go back across. Waiting for it off the window. They'll shoot this back door. And this is going to be taken. Berube in behind her own net. Has to take it off a shin and off a light and out to center. Here they come off the wall. Here's McLennan. McLennan up with Oakland Cruz. Oakland Cruz right to the net. Has that puck knocked off her stick. As it's going to be controlled. Here off the wall for Berube. Gets it around. She's looking there for McLennan. McLennan sandwiches it back for Berube. Tries to control. Now it's taken back as it's spun out of the corner there by Costu. Tries to spin out of trouble. And a puck gets flipped up to the middle. Drives this in. Quickly back to the slot now for Malloy. Malloy back to play it. Here's the opportunity. Puck comes out front. Now they're going to take a hat and a whack at it. Nothing there as it comes out to the middle. Here's a chance quickly for Oakland Cruz. Oakland Cruz is going to leave it. And this is going to come up the ice quickly. Back in here for Prochit. Off the window, that doesn't quite work. As it comes back across. Into the corner, getting tripped up. And that should be Terry Ann Sweeney going the other way. Now they drive it up the window. Works it back out. Here's the near opportunity for Colatillo. Right back in. Here to the backboards. They'll leave it here for Sweeney. Sweeney tried to cut in. Sweeney looking at the net. That doesn't work. 6 minutes, 7 seconds left. Up the window. Neepu tried to hammer it back for Grun. Back for Sweeney. Into the zone. And Miseretti will settle this down. And we'll have a whistle here with 5:56 to go in period 1. And it's 1-0. Game 2 of this series. Game 3 would be 6 o'clock on Saturday here on Game Time TV if it's necessary. We have 1. Game 3 if it's necessary already. Puck comes up the ice. Now they work it in. Here's the 2-on-2. Prochit at the line receives the pass. They'll send it back in. So we have the goal by Mazza right now being the only difference. Puck comes back out. Here's the shot. Oh, that's behind the goal. Back to the line here for Joyelle. Joyelle right on, not the left pad save. Back for Carrie Ann Sweeney. Yeah, that was Sweeney. As one of the 8 took the tumble. Back up the wall for Joyelle. Joyelle tried to go back door. Now they work it back to the middle. Here's a steal, and they'll chip it out to center. Quickly working. Sends it off the window. Down to the middle, and nothing there. MWJHL Curtis St. Marie ended the final 5 minutes of the first period, Back out quickly. They'll go across ice. Now they leave it off the window. Here's Whitney Scott. Scott up the ice. Tries to headman it. Up ahead for Pale. The shot. Oh, that's just whistled wide. Whitney Scott back to get it. Sends it out front. Bronze medal game would be on Sunday if the Prairie Blaze lose this game. Back out now here for Whitney Scott. Scott turns around in the corner. Tries to spin out of some trouble. And Prairie Blaze doing some work down low. Here's Pale. Back out in front. Tries to hit Whitney Scott. That went off the toe of her stick. Now one of the Blaze players goes absolutely flying. Now with Kira Lee. Sends it back. This top line is doing damage in the zone. Back out Miseretti to stop. Rebound now swatted back to the corner. 4-14 Albert. Swings it back for Johnson. Johnson in the corner. Picked off by the ice. They'll leave it out to center. And they'll play it in. Albert off the shin, off a body. Nobody wants to touch it. Pale touches it. She's at the tail end of a shift. Now they get new bodies. Here's Berube. Berube to the net. That doesn't work. Now behind the net, 3:50 left here in the opening period. MWJHL, Curtis St. Marie. Puck comes back up. Now they leave it here. This chance cross ice. Albert has been out there a while as well. Puck just cycled. Ice have to withstand this storm. That is this forecheck by the defending champ. Here's Neal working it in the corner, trying to pry the puck out. Back to the blue line, and it's just sent all the way out. Icing on the play as the Ice are gasping for air here in the period. Oh, I'm gasping for air as well. Now we worked it off the wall. They'll play it off the corner now. We're in a 1-1 series over on the other side. Game 3 Saturday night at 8:30. Puck comes in off the window here at the 1-0 score. They'll leave it off the wall. Here's McLennan. Leaves it there now for Albert, I think that is. Back off the rush. Ice player fell down. Here's Sonia Neal up the ice. Wanted Berube. And they'll figure out who this number 9 is. I wonder if it's back. Quickly, can you show me the lineup there, Curtis? Back up the center, on the table. Sends it off the window. Here's a chance down the 8th. Back out in front. That's not going to work. Shot that's going to go into the middle. Now they wait for it. Opportunity. I actually wonder if that might not be Red Sky Morrison back out. Trying to play it. I haven't seen a 21 out there. They leave it off the wall here. The shot. That's going to be knocked away here by the goalie, Shayna Moore. As they'll work it up the ice. Now they work it in. MWJHL, Curtis St. Marie with you, and we're going to have an offside call. Or maybe an icing call. You want the headset? Oh, there's 1:57 here to go in the period. Now they worked it off the wall. Back off the wall, they'll play it around the net. Get this, Curtis St. Marie. We have had another 5-goal game in the National Hockey League tonight.
Let me guess. It has to do with the Nashville game.
No, it does not. Back off
that's good news.
Back off the wall. Mita Zibanejad of the New York Rangers scored 5 goals in a 6-5 win over the Capitals.
That is awesome.
Back out off to the corner. Now they play it down off the wall. Trying to work this down. By the way, Nashville has a 2-0 lead now in the third period. Matt Duchesne has a goal now as we have a penalty coming up. It's going to go to Lee. And get this. Hang on a minute. I'm going to look at the stand and just to make sure.
I won the lottery?
No.
Oh. I was hoping you were going to bring me some good news there, Michael.
The Flyers have pulled to within 1 point of the Capitals for first place in the Metropolitan Division. Back to the line here, the shot of the power play. Joyelle is going to leave it. Now they work it back to the corner. Settles it all the way around. Now leave it here, the shot. Stopped by Shayna Moore. Back in front here. That's worked all the way up the ice to the 2-on-2 rush. Here's Whitney Scott back up the window, shooting. That is not the way. Sends it off the ledge. Another follow-up that didn't quite work. Now we're going to leave it up the boards. They'll work it in. Trying to figure out who the 9 Blaze is. Trying to get a answer from our timekeeper. Here's a chance. Back down into the middle. Sneaking suspicion, but it might be Redstein Morrison based on the line combination to the last game here. Joyelle back cross ice. Tries to work it around. That's not the way. And I worked it around. Back out. Okay, so Redstein Morrison is wearing jersey 9 tonight. That's the offside. That is confirmed by our timekeeper here. The period comes to an end. 45 seconds left. Your thoughts, Curtis, on the period?
You know what? It was a good period. It was exactly what I expected. I thought the Polar Ice were going to come out and put pressure on the Prairie Blaze, which they did, and they scored a goal. And now the Prairie Blaze have got to go back to the drawing board and see what they can do for the second period.
Yeah, I'd have to confirm number 9 is actually Kayla Red Sky Morrison, formerly 21. So we'll take a break here. You can hit the record and you're on game time. Second period nicely underway, 1-0 the Polar Ice lead. As it's rolled all the way around. Michael Dale, Curtis St. Marie, and the rest of our broadcast team. Puck comes back out, now they play it around. They'll leave it off the wall. They'll play it all the way down. And they'll flip it all the way across. Here to the corner, here's Cruz. Cruz will work it back door, rolls it off to the middle. Sends it back to the corner, chant in front. Here's the shot, caught you, that gets blocked. Now back for Shayna Moore. They're going to work it back to the front of the goal. Other opportunity. This is just held in, we're just underway, second period. Puck comes off the wall. Here's Terry Ann Sweeney right on this, goes back. Now they work it into the middle. Opportunity there with the cross check, and that's going to be a penalty on the Polar Ice. And we'll have a whistle. And we'll have a face-off to the right of Miseretti on the penalty kill here. Now they worked it all the way back. Now plays it back to the wall. Now work this cross ice. Now they work this through. Down to the far corner. They'll rip it all the way around. Now they drive it off to the back window. And out quickly here, Whitney Scott was there to play it. Now they play it across ice. Back in here on the power play, Jamie Johnson. About 200 feet from where it needs to be. They'll play it across ice through the shot. Now they worked it all the way down. In off the rush. They'll leave it here for Whitney Scott. Scott will play it. Now back across ice. Works it down, here's Prochik. Prochik off the window. Trying to leave it now, about 17:55. Here to go in the second period. And we have ourselves a score. Curtis, do you notice to our right, our left, Is somebody cleaning a window? I just noticed that now. Bat out. Now they worked it down. That's all the way to our left. I don't know if he knows we can see him.
That's okay. If we can see him, it's clean.
He's kind of blending in. Bat to the wall here, the chance. McLennan bat to the point. She gets it back here, the shot. Oh, that's not the way. Now they look for it again. Back in front. They'll settle with cross ice up the seam. They'll drive it in. Off the wall, Zeitz. Blotted away with the pad. There's going to be a chance. Oh, one of the 8 players fell down. Maybe trying to draw a penalty here with 7 seconds left. So it's caught you, by the way, in the penalty box. Here's Lee. Offside. Prairie Blaze seems so disjointed on this power play.
Yeah. For those just tuning in who may have not have heard the announcement earlier or seen the announcement on Mike Carroll's Facebook page, it is Mike FM's 6th anniversary show, and he still hasn't answered the question I asked in game 1.
Yeah.
Michael, 6 years ago, how did Mike FM become?
Actually, it goes back about 6.5 years ago, Curtis.
Okay.
Teaching that same program that you're teaching now. And that's when the idea came to my mind. Puck comes out, long play. Then I did a lot of research and made it happen. Back to the line. Now they play it out front for Sonny Neal. Back out. Oh, what a nice save by Mizuraki. In tight. They'll work it. Sends it off the wall. Here to the corner. They'll send it off. Here's the shot. Stopped by Mizuraki. Ice goaltenders have just been a little bit better. We did. Ice goaltenders have been a little better in this series than.
I'd like to say hi to all our listeners tonight.
And viewers.
And viewers, yes.
Back off the wall. Now they play it back to the wall. Here's a chance outlet feed. Quickly back to the slot. They'll bring this out. Winnipeg Ice, Yellowhead Chiefs tomorrow, 7:30. Canadian Tire Arena, I think. There's going to be an opportunity here. 1-0 in the second period. They'll shoot it out. Now they work it back across. And that's going to be in behind. This looks like Bound. Bound will work it. Really hard to read those blue on blue jersey numbers sometimes. Back out off the wall.
You'd think that they would have noticed that in the past.
Back out.
In the making of those jerseys and would have went with like a white or something.
Yeah, back out or even a bigger white trim. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So we can see the outline of the numbers a little easier.
Well, when you get Mr. Blackburn, or not Blackburn, when you get Dave on the air between periods, hopefully he joins you. You could ask him about that.
Back off the wall. Now they shoot it around. Unfortunately, Dave had nothing to do with those types of jerseys here off the window. They'll shoot it down.
Who made the jerseys, Mike?
I don't even know. Back out. That's an executive question. Off the window. Here's the chance for Carrie Ann Sweeney. Sweeney moving in, drops it back. Now for Whitney Scott. Scott back in. They'll shoot it around. Now here for Hannah Pales. Pales out in front. Off the back. That I hit the corner of the post. I hit the post to the right. Back out here's Malloy. Malloy off a leg. You know, sometimes in playoff hockey, Curtis, you just need those bounces to go your way.
That's true. Every bounce counts.
That was one of them right there. Puck comes up. Now they shoot it around. That doesn't work. Back to the middle. They'll shoot it out front. Back to the blue line. There's a chance they'll spin it around. Up the seam. Back out and they'll leave it. Here's Zeit, I think. Had the breakaway. Tried to pull it off the rebound, off the board. Gosh, I'm really struggling reading some of these numbers, especially down to my left. Back off the window. Here they come all the way down the
That's why you need your big TV monitor.
Whitney Scott, I can see that jersey. Back out. Here's Lee. Lee back in, back to the blue line. Grun. Right on, that hit the corner of the post again. Bounce out in front, not the way. After the blue line, here's Run. Low riser, that doesn't work. Off a body. Puck comes out in front. Another stop by Mizuraki. The trainer just looks so comfortable.
You know, that's the thing I find about the Polar Ice. It doesn't matter whether it's a starting goaltender or backup goaltender. They've had solid goaltending throughout the playoffs this year.
Face off as we have an opportunity. Back to the middle. There's a chance in front. Redstein Morrison had a chance. That doesn't work. So anyway, Redstein Morrison we've confirmed is wearing jersey 9. Usually jersey 21. Puck comes up the seam. They'll shoot it. Same situation as Whitney Scott a couple of games ago. Puck comes out. 12:54. Here to go in the second period at the 1-0 game. Back to the blue line. Here's the shot. Run! They scored! Taylor Grun made it 1-1.
Oh, wow. You know what, Michael? Mizuraki's looking around like she didn't even know the puck went behind her.
No. And you know what? It was Trumpet at the exact moment somebody stepped in front of the net. At exactly the right time, and this thing tied at 1. Blaze get rewarded.
And it's a brand new hockey game.
And we might not even be talking about a single game. We may be talking about a double game on Saturday night for the right to go to the championship. They'll play it off the wall. Now they settle it all the way down. Here's Jocelyn. Jocelyn following up. Shot, rebound. Oh, Shayna Moore kept that one between the lines as it's back out. 1-1. Kaylin Grun from the point got it through. And as Curtis said, Mizuraki did not know where it was. Here's Stinson. Tries to send it in. Now work it back out. Puck came in and went out. And this thing's tied at 1. Well, that face-off outside the blue line. Now tied at 1. That's it. Game Time TV tomorrow night. Game 5 between the Yellowhead Chiefs and the Winnipeg Admirals. Puck comes down. Now they work it into the corner. They'll play it off the corner. They'll work it back down. Up the seam. They'll shoot this in. This is going to be icing. Just looking for a score from the other game here. That is involving the Winnipeg Admirals. Puck comes back off. Now they worked it into the corner. Tries to work it back to the line here as we have ourselves a 1-1 score. Back to the line, now work it in. And that's going to be a shot. Breaking news, the Winnipeg Admirals have come back. Courtney Bates, of all people, scores in overtime. And we'll see what happens. It's a 2-1. Overtime winner here. Now they worked it again. She will be my nominee for Admiral Playoff MVP. And the Admirals have a 2-1 series lead. Puck comes off the wall. Now they played it down to the word offsetting penalties to both the Blaze and the Polar Ice. Not really of any consequence because it still is 5-on-5. Puck rolls it all the way down. Here they come off the wall 1-on-2. Sends it across. Now there's going to be a chance there. I believe that was Scott driving the net. Back in. Now they wait for it. Redstein Morrison out there. It's 5-on-5. Here's Scott off the window. You can see. I don't know if you noticed this, Curtis, but I noticed it. Haven't seen these teams, particularly the Blaze, play so many times back out is they're mixing and matching their line combinations throughout the game. Not
That's smart.
giving the same matchups. Here's Lee.
That is really smart.
Lee, he's juggling, he's mixing up those top 6. And they seem to be a little bit of a hodgepodge from time to time, just to give them a bit of a different look. Puck comes off the wall. Now they send it into the corner. Works it in. I guess whatever works in an elimination game. In the corner. Defenseman gets tight turned. They'll work this out front now to the back corner. They'll settle it. Back across. Here's that opportunity. Back to the middle. That doesn't quite work. Back to the slot. Now they send it out front. Here's that long lead play. Back up the window. Looking, waiting. That doesn't quite work. Back up. Here's Sweeney. Back to the line. Puck goes in and comes out. Here. Off the window. Here's the partial break for Sonny Neal. Neal moving in. Neal the shot right into the glove of the goalie. That being Katrina Mizzaretti.
Kat Mizraki's playing a really good game tonight, Mike.
Yeah, she missed, I'll be honest, she missed a lot of time with an injury. Really came back in the last couple of games of the year, got a start in there, and has been smooth sailing ever since that first one. Puck comes out. First one she looked a little rusty early on, but that start she made in the last round was pretty darn good. Puck comes back out of the shot. That's not back to the corner. Goaltending has never been a worry for head coach Jamie Bond and the Polar Ice coaching staff.
That's for sure.
They have a good goalie in Jackie Drabmon, a good goalie in Mizzaretti here, and then a really good goalie if need to be called upon in McKenna Wild. Puck comes out. Here's a chance for Shaborat. Shaborat just looking. Shaborat back for Johnson. Johnson right out. Oh. Mizzaretti got a piece of it. Back off the window. We'll see if you pick up a tendency. Here's the puck in front. They move it. Oh, they run in the room. Penalty or penalty shot coming. We'll see. Probably just a penalty. Back to the line. Johnson pulled it wide. Back in front. Jam job. And there's the whistle. We're going to have a hooking call. You notice, Curtis, how the Blades are shooting wide in an attempt to get that bounce off the boards or to get the traffic to the net. And it's going to be Haley Cromie in the box for hooking. You can zoom in a little more if you'd like. Here as we begin the power play. Back to the point, now they work it across. Trying to set up back to the blue line. Works it here on the power play, back to the point. And the Eighth will send this out to center. Actually not, they end up keeping it in. I thought that was going out for sure. Now on a second attempt, they did it out. As it's rolled back. 35 after 9 o'clock Central Time. If you're watching us in Thunder Bay, I don't know if you consider 10:35 to be late, but that's kind of late by my standards. Puck comes out. Now they work it off the wall. Here's Baudette. Actually, that was Cruz, so he dumped it out. Now for Pale doing the power play. We also welcome those of you tuning in perhaps in Dryden, Ontario, up the window. They'll send it across. Here's the shot. Lee right on. Mizzaretti's got that one. Prairie Blades have a lot of Ontario-born players and Ontario-residing players. Anna Silicons, the backup goalie tonight. Red Sky Morrison is from somewhere in Ontario. Whitney Scott back out. Here's the shot. They've had good luck with those imports. I like to call them imports because they're not from here. They just go to school here. Puck comes out. Now they work it back to the blue line. Now tumble it around. Trying to work it back to the blue line. Sends it out front, back to the blue line. Now they work it. Here's a chance for Johnson. Right on through a light again. You can see Johnson's really trying to wait for that traffic to get there. She feel like they've maybe fed off or something. Blades are dominating the shot on goal, 21-9. After the line, here's another shot. Puck goes high in the air, comes down. Son and Neil can't come up with it, but her teammate does. Now it's in front. There's in the jackknife, it's out to center. And that's not going to work. Bad cross ice. Works it in. Here now for Johnson. Johnson works it around the corner. Tries to set it here for Berube. Back for Johnson. Final set of the power play. That shot gets blocked. That one paid the price for sure. Johnson will glove it down. She has to deal with Henley. Prochit is in offside. In way ahead of the orchestra. Not playing on a different line than the rest of the band. On a different scale, maybe. Puck comes up here with 6:28 to go. Nephew on the face-off. They'll change it back across. We'll have some National Hockey League scores to update you on momentarily. Puck comes down. Now they work it around. Back to the wall. They'll play it across. Can tell you Nashville shuts out Dallas 2-0. Chicago leading Edmonton 4-2. Minnesota and the Sharks are getting underway at 9:30. Out the wall, here's Zeitz. Zeitz is going to move in, gets turned around. Now they send it up front here quickly. Carry on Sweeney. Drives it in. Sweeney looking. Here's that shot pad save. Back across. Now they're looking here. Another shot. Oh, that just whistled wide. Now in front. Jam job. That doesn't work. Now off the window and out. This comes in. Here for Zeitz. Zeitz moving. Zeitz shooting. Blocked it away by Shayna Moore. Yeah, and then the Leafs and the Kings are also at 9:30. It should be Freddie Anderson against Cal Peterson up the ice. Here comes McLennan. McLennan back to get it, sends it around. Up for Jocelyn. Jocelyn steals it short side. Now they're waiting for it into the middle. Now they work it all the way down, back to the line. Puck comes out now. Into the middle here for Pales. Pales throws it back to the front of the goal. Here's a chance right on that, gets blocked and wide. Pales looking at it, back to the blue line. Trying to work it through there, nothing. Back to the point, out there in front. Mizaretti had that one blocked. How many pucks have hit somebody's leg in front here in this period? Off the wall. Michael Dale, Curtis St. Marie, 4:43 left here, second period. And a puck gets dumped all the way down the ice. Here in the second period. They'll wait for it here in a 1-1 game. Puck gets rolled up the ice. Leaves it here for Hannah Pales. Pales is going to leave it. Pales right on. Mizaretti's got that one with somebody barging through the front door. There's we hit 9:40 on the evening clock. Face off coming to right of Katrina Mizaretti. Now we have a look. Face off comes to the right. They'll shoot it all the way around. Now they work it back to the point. This comes out as it's flipped all the way across. Offside will be the call. And we'll have the band not quite on the same page here. Face off to the blue line. Back in. Now they work it cross ice. This comes all the way around. Here's a 1-on-2. Back out for Neal. Neal's going to look. Drops it back for Berube. That gets blocked. Back to the blue line and out. Now they work it in. This comes back to the middle. As it's going to be controlled. Opportunity again. And that's not going to work. Back to cross. Up to center. Now work it in. Back to the blue line. And now work it back to the point. Nothing there at the point. There's a shot right on. Shayna Moore grabbed it. Now nobody can find the rebound. Ice do. And that's going to be shot as one of the players was that Berube, but took a puck up high. Tries to work it out of the front. They'll bring this down here and cost you. Cost you out to play it. We have ourselves that bit of a play here. Back up the wall for Zeitz. Zeitz will move it. Up for Ocho Cruz. Ocho Cruz trying to pull the puck out. Waits for it. Here's a shot. Stopped by Moore. And I think Shayna Moore is another one of those. You're in a 1-1 game. Now they work off the wall. Works it off the window. Game 3, Blizzard and Preds will go Saturday at 8:30 Central Time, regardless of what happens in this game here tonight. Puck comes off the wall. Don't worry, I advocated for an earlier start time, but that was shot down by a certain individual. Puck comes down. Who shall remain nameless? Prochet plays it off the window. Tries to work this down. Up the boards. Here's Red Sky Morrison, enters the zone. Trailing on the play, ends up trying to receive a dish pass. Back out looking. Here's a shot that's not going to work. Another shot. This goes back. 1-1 here, second period. Here in the 1-1 score. Back out. Now they try to leave it back to the middle. Here's the jump. And that works quick up the wall. Drives it in. Cross ice. They'll look to leave it, and this comes all the way out. In behind, and it's going to be icing. Ice players or ice coaches are up in arms about that icing call.
It was played and should not have been icing though, Mike.
Yeah, I agree with that. Nonetheless, they'll have to do the face-off. I can't believe common sense doesn't prevail. Back out. Like one of the two, like there's two linesmen out there. You think one of them would maybe pull the other one over and say, hey, that was played. But nonetheless, it's a face-off. Back to the right wing wall. Jamie Johnson tipped it. There's going to be a slashing call or a cross-checking call, and this is a byproduct of that missed call.
Interference.
Because now you have a tired shift out there who can't change. And it's going to be Bound. She'll sit for 2 or less. 1:36.
Bound is bound for a penalty.
Nice pun. Back out, power play. Works it around, although Haley's been very nice to us, so I hope she understands that we're only joking around. Here's the chance. Back to the wall, Moore will leave it. Final minute 30 of this period, so 20 seconds or so will carry over. Now Lee has the puck get in the way of the linesman. Bat for Pale, rolls it around. Here in a 1-1 game, end of the second period looming. Up for Lee. Lee tries to play it back in front, that goes off the shin. Now here quickly to send it cross ice, bat for Pale. Now they drive it all the way around. Up the wall here for Jamie Johnson. Johnson will leave it, drives it back to the middle. Near wall, tries to flip it back. Up to the corner, and that's going to be shot all the way down. Cromie back to get it. Leaves it down. Works it back to the corner here, 40 seconds left of the period. Here's Whitney Scott. Scott moving in. Scott on the power play. Mizzaretti kicks it out. Mizzaretti's been good here. 26-13, the ice being outshot by the Prairie Blaze, but it is 1-1. Back to the middle, now they work it. Tries to play it across. Up the window, they'll play it up here for Pale. Gotta hurry, 10 seconds left in the period. Throws it into the open corner. This comes back to the slot. Now they work it down to the corner out front. That's gonna pretty much do it. For the end of 40 minutes, you're tied at a goal apiece. Kaywin run. Curtis, the only goal in that second period.
Yeah, that was, you know what? I think that kind of woke up the fans a little bit. It's a 1-1 game. It's hockey again. It gets the fans and our viewers and listeners interested.
It benefits everybody.
Yeah.
Except the Polar Ice, who gave up the goal. But nonetheless, still a lot of time to go. 20 minutes, 1-1 the shot to 26-13 for the Blaze. We'll take a break. You're watching on Game Time TV.
And we're back here for the third period as both teams have entered the ice as we await Michael Garrell, our play-by-play announcer, as he's making his way back. And we are still waiting on a few players from the Prairie Blaze. Michael, your thoughts on the second period? Michael can't breathe.
Sorry, man, just had to catch my breath. Bats out here with 16 seconds left for the power play. You're recording, I assume. Bats out. Now they work it in. Here's two players running into each other.
Michael, are you going to be okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Bats out. Now they worked it around. All the air just...
Do you need some water?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Bats out in front here. The shot. That's stopped by Majoretti. My air is coming back to me. Now they worked it. Here's Zeit. Bats out the shot. At the Kareem for the corner. I'll play it back in behind. Game 2 of the series will be... Right now, Game 3 will be 6 o'clock on Saturday. Here's the 2-on-1. The shot. Oh, that just went wide. Number 9 for record in this game for the Prairie Blaze. The Taylor Redsky Morrison. Punts it out front. That's going to be grabbed by Moore, and one of the 8 players gets dumped.
Well, that's what happens when you want to crash the net.
And we'll see what happens. Faceoff comes to the right. Now they work it back. Trying to play it back to the corner quickly out front. They'll leave it now to the back corner. They'll settle it off the wall. Averil's coming back to win in overtime to take a 2-1 series lead. And now there's a Prairie Blaze player shaking up. This looks like Berube. And that's who it is. She looked a little shaken up. Berube slowly gets to her feet. Doesn't look like there's going to be a penalty on the play. Head contact, you think? Yeah, that was a little worse for wear there. Doesn't look like they're going to call anything. Our referee in chief is here tonight watching this second game, Mitchell Jeffrey. .18:32 to go. That's a big loss for the Prairie Blaze if they can't overcome that. Back to the blue line. Now they work it back to the corner. They'll send it out front. Now they work it off the back corner. They'll shoot it out. Drives it in here quickly behind the net. Now they work it through for McLennan. Back to the middle now. Here's this chance out front. They'll leave it. Now around the boards. Chance again. It's going to be controlled. Back out to the blue line. By the way, you want some breaking news? Curtis St. Marie joining that whistle.
And there's our next whistle, so give me some breaking news, Michael.
All right, I have just received the official email from the Manitoba High School Athletic Association. The wild card games for the provincial AAA, for the 4A high school are as follows. The Oak Park Raiders will take on the Garden City Fighting Gophers in one game at 2 o'clock. And then Vincent Massey will take on the River East Kodiaks in the second game at 4 o'clock here on Red River Co-op. Puck comes off the window, they'll play it across. Here now quickly for Redstein Morrison, right on. That's Tipped away there by what is going to be Katrina Mazzarati. Sends it quickly out front for Shaywin Ototrias. We'll leave it back into the zone. Weaving back to play it. Now they work it. Back into the corner, 17-13 remaining. Here in the opening stanza of the third period. Now 3 minutes into the third period of a 1-1 game. Puck gets played Pratt Ice. I know you're involved with that tournament, Curtis.
Yes, I will be announcing and playing music.
On Saturday?
Friday and Saturday.
Like this Saturday? For the wildcard games?
Oh, no, not for those ones.
Okay.
I'm doing the provincials next Friday
Okay, yeah.
and Saturday. I'll be announcing and doing music.
Yeah, these are the provincial wildcard games. Winner gets into the tournament, the loser goes home. It's that simple. Face-off comes to the right of Shayna Moore. They're going to
I think Dakota is in the tournament because I believe they're the host team.
I can't remember. But Dakota, I think, would get in as the lead finalists. Puck comes out. Now they work it across. Along with St. Paul's, who won 1-0 in a shootout today, game 3. Puck comes out. Now they worked it down. Back to the wall. And apparently one of the Dakota players' stick broke on the penalty shot attempt.
Ouch, that's gotta hurt.
Puck comes off the wall. That was what a source told me all the way around. Here they come off the wall. But long story short, Dakota was a 7 seed. Had to come through the initial round and then took on the Kodiaks up to the seam. Took out the Kodiaks here, then took out Garden City. So they better get a spot in provincial. Back out. Took out 2 of the top teams in hockey. Back out Sweeney Knight on the back check. Here from Malloy. They'll send it around. This comes back quickly out to the front of the goal. They'll leave this out to the middle. Shot opportunity. This does not work. McLennan tries to work it. Sends it back to Cross up the wall here. The partial breakaway. Moving to the Kiera lead. The shot. Pad saved by Mazzarati. 15-14 remaining here in the third period. And the puck comes all the way down. Now they wait quickly. Back to the corner. They'll shoot it into the middle. Here around the goal. Avero's winning in overtime. Game 3 on a goal by Courtney Bays. Game 4 will be Saturday night. Puck comes back to the middle. Here's the wraparound. Pale had that go wide. Out of the middle. Trying to send this across. That doesn't work. Now quickly. They'll leave it off the window. Now on the back corner. Quickly here for Dratton. She's got the tying goal back in the second period of this 1-1 game. Now they worked it all the way across. Got down quickly. They'll shoot it all the way around here. Dratton drives it back to the corner. Quickly there, it's going to be up the wall for Cockview. Right on now here for Red Sky Morrison. Nice to see Berube back out there after being shaken up. Opportunity here, Red Sky Morrison tented it out back to the line, tipped away there by Shayna Moore. Drives it in. Out of the corner, one of the ice players blows the tire. Neal back to play it. Now they're working it all the way to the back corner. And they'll shoot it all the way around. Now they drive it quickly to the middle. And it's going to come up. And that's going to be briefly out of the zone. Now they work it. This is going to come back out of the middle, and that's shot quickly by and stopped by Mazzarati. 13-18 remaining here.
And it's been a quiet third so far.
Yeah, you can just tell the stakes are very high. That goal might very well send somebody to the championship. And the goal after that might send us to game 3. Puck comes down. Now they work it in. It comes all the way across. Up the wall. Long lead play. That doesn't work. And off the middle, they'll drive it down. That's across here for Jocelyn. That's it knocked away. And there might be a penalty here on the Prairie Blaze, I think. Yep. Now it's going to be a power play as Julie Albert will sit for 2 or less with 12:55 to go here in the third period. Michael Dale, Curtis St. Marie.
And I did take a peek at the U17 Wild Thrashers playoff game.
Game 1 of the semifinal.
And it was 2-0 in the second period.
For which team?
For the Wild.
Back out, Trent, that's not much of a surprise. Back out. Now for Joyelle. Joyelle sends it in, bat for Bound. Big power play, bat to the line. Now play the cross. That doesn't work. Out of the middle here for Haley Bound. Now works it in. It's shipped out of play. Here we hit 10 after 10. Local time. Face off as it's brought outside. Out to the line. Out front, across the board. Here's a chance for Joyelle. Joyelle in off the wall here for Stinson. Has to deal with Johnson. Johnson and Stinson to the backboards. Now work it across. Works it down off the back window. There's a shot off the post.
It's not, just so you know, Mike, it's not Joyelle, it's Joyal. My dad is a family, or my dad coached with her grandfather.
Okay. Joyal?
Yeah.
Back across. As we'll do the face-off to the right. Puck comes back. Back to the line. Works it in. Here's a shot. Stopped by Moore. Kind of interesting. The Blaze went with Silicon in both games in round 1. Have now come back with Shayna Moore in both games of round 2.
I think that was their plan all along.
Well, you never know what they're going to do with his goalies. Back out. Now they worked it around for Joyelle. Back out. Joyelle in the corner. Going to leave it here for McLennan. Holds it out of some skates. Back to the blue line. They can't get it out. Back to the corner here. 11:46 left in regulation. And Shayna Moore makes another save. You're with 11:44 remaining. Jamie Bond giving some directions to his power play unit. Back to the line, off the draw, the puck comes out. Bound rips it across, after the Joyal, back for Bound, back for Joyal. Plays the cross ice. Now they work it in. Here to the opportunity, cross ice, that doesn't work. Leaves it in here for Zeitz. Zeitz back door up for Pale. Pale turns away. The player eludes Pale, back to the line, hit the shot. That's going to hit off a stanchion and wide. They'll send it back to the corner now. Other opportunity down in the middle. Back to the corner for all intents and purposes. That other game, first game of our doubleheader, was a 1-goal game for an empty netter. Puck hit the skate. This one trending in that same direction. Puck comes out, players out of the box. Over the blue line, barging in. Tried to wait back. I don't know why. Didn't drive it in net there. Pale tried to cut it off. Puck comes through the skates, and here's Malloy. Albert with the one that stepped out of the box. And now Malloy has to deal with it. Right in front of the bench, one of the Blaze players getting on. Played the puck, they'll shoot it in the corner. Shot right on that glove by Mizuretti. And she'll make the stop. Here with an opportunity with just over half a period left. Comeback win from 3-1 down for the Admirals. I have just been told. Courtney Bays with the overtime. We knew it was the comeback. I reported that in the second period. We just didn't know how far. Now one of the Polar Ice blows the tire. Back out now here. Henley tries to drive. McLennan's going to get a penalty.
Speaking of McLennan, do you know any background history about her?
No.
Well, if you would have picked up this month's issue of Game Time magazine, her dad was a draft pick in 1987 by the Winnipeg Jets.
Okay, that would be back off the window.
Dan or Don or something like that.
Back off the wall, that could be. But I wonder if there's a relation to Sarah McLennan who plays through the ice tomorrow night. Because I know she's cousins with somebody that I know.
Okay.
Who was the draft pick for the Jets. Back out. So there might be two different families. They're back to the line. Here's a shot. Moore makes the stop. Oh boy, this is getting dicey. Some of the fans.
Fans are getting into it now.
Gotten your money's worth for sure.
Yeah, it's been a great hockey game. Tied at 1.
Back to the middle here. And they will get another one in on Moore.
9:40 to go. It is a tight game. It is 1-all. The shots on goal are 30-21 in favor of the Prairie Blaze.
Back to the line. Now they work it out. Quick score from Oakland in that NBA Finals rematch. The Raptors with a 32-27 lead on the Warriors. Back out. Now they play it cross ice. Back to the blue line. Here's a shot that's not going to work. Back to the blue line again. Another shot. Oh, that went off the cage and wide. Hit the sideboards and out. Off the wall. Now they leave it cross ice. They'll work it in. Now they settle it off the window and off the wall. Back in off the glass. Hammers it out. Quickly back to cross. They'll shoot it down. Waiting for it off the seam. And this goes down for Miseretti. Leaves it there. Just about discombobulated to hit one of the Blaze players and went wide. Now back out. Some of the grandstand referees wanted a penalty. They didn't get one. 30 seconds left in the 5-on-4 power play for the ice. Here's Prochik off the window. That's going to hit a skate. Back quickly now. Here they come back quickly. Leaves it in. Here's the shot. That's going to be knocked. Shaborak in the corner. Tries to pull it out. 8:15 here left in the regulation time. We are now tied at 1, or have been tied at 1 since the Groton goal. Back in the corner. Now they work it down to the middle. Trying to play this cross ice. Johnson tries to pull it out back for Kostu. Kostu goes back to play it. Kostu looking for it. Swings it around. Now they wait. Back to 5-on-5. Both players both players were out of the box. Albert, and then now this latest penalty. So the Polar Ice have had 2 opportunities on the power play that just haven't put the game away and taken the lead yet. Puck comes out. Just get the sense the way this one's setting up, and that Skull is going to win it. Back in here now. Lee tries to work it up the boards. Just goes cross ice. 7:17 left. They'll work it off the window. Here they go cross ice. They'll send it in. By the way, for those wondering, I did see Naomi Berube on the ice after taking that hit a little while later. Here's Whitney Scott back in shot. That gets stopped here by Miseretti.
Both goaltenders have been outstanding tonight. Michael, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, both goalies, all the goalies have been outstanding in this whole round. 2 one-goal games yesterday. We're going to have one goal game today. Take out the empty netter. Pale just knocked their player down, and the player knocked down Pales. We'll find out. So now there's your penalty that goes the other way. That's a little bit iffy. Tanana Blaze are going to get a power play. This has gone both ways here now.
That is Taylor Joyle going to the penalty box.
Yeah, she ran some interference at the side of the net on Hannah Pales. So the power play here to try to send it to a game 3, which will be Saturday night at 6 o'clock. Mizzaretti in the net. They're going to make sure the net is aligned properly. Face off to the right. It is lost by the Blaze, but they gain possession, though someone in the zone. Dumped out by the ice. 1-1, the only goal scored by Serena Mazdabat in the first period for the ice. The goal, but we didn't actually call because we were interviewing Bailey Granham at the time. Here comes Lee. Lee's trying to make it work, but Pills loses the battle now for Julie Albert. Albert up the seam, sends it up the middle of the ice. They'll work it in. Bat for Whitney Scott. This is offside. Those coaches were barking about a million seconds before that, and they're right on the line where that putt was.
Well, it's going to be an intense game, that's for sure. Really important game.
Yeah, you can really sense the stakes of a magnitude of this game. Like I said to Michelle Curtis, the stakes only get higher. Putt comes out. Now they work it into the corner. This does not work. Here's Whitney Scott back out front. Oh, that hit the toe of Hannah Pale's stick. Back up the seam. Lotta, it's changing the power plays here in the third period. Back out trying to one-hand this. Back to the blue line. That misses Lee's stick. Back up here for Albert. Albert rolls it back to the corner. Sends it in. There's the shot, but they go to the corner. Trying to leave it back to the blue line. Here's Lee. Lee the shot. That gets blocked. Back for Lee again. Gets her own rebound. Back for Albert. Albert had that one partially blocked. That's going to shoot to the corner. Joyle in the box for another 40 seconds. Ice will try to steal it on the penalty kill. Good job covering up by the Blaze. Now Whitney Scott goes flying. I think she made contact for a cross check there at the front of the net. Now they dance it in. Back in front, nobody can knock the putt free. Back to the point here with Albert. Albert the shot off the line, off the chin. Double deflection. That's somewhere in that dog pile in front of the net. Where's the puck? Both players trying to get up. Scott is hurt. Did she just get a cross check?
That was behind the play. I was following the puck. I kind of missed it. Sorry, Michael.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know if there's going to be a penalty here. Whitney Scott is the player that is down. I didn't see that cross check from behind.
Well, the referees are meeting. They're going to talk about it. They're going to see what they've seen, and they will assess if there will be a penalty or not.
I believe that's Whitney Scott. I think so. She lost her balance in front.
That is Whitney Scott.
Yeah, that is Whitney. She's going to get to her feet. This is not what the Prairie Blaze need at this point in the game, and then she's going to make a right-hand turn back to the bench with some help from Berube, who was shaking up herself. And I can't see who's on the left side of that.
There will be no call on the play.
I don't know how you... There was a battle in front of the net.
Well, we'll put it this way. If the headman did not see it, he will not call it.
And I think both ways that goes now. I think that goes both ways because I think both teams would have an argument over missed calls as we watch Berube there have a fairly animated discussion with our head referee, clearly voicing her displeasure. And now they're going to do the face-off at the blue line. I understand the officials don't want to get in the way of this game, but if you gotta make the call, you gotta make the call. Here's Neal. Back out. We'll hope to see Whitney Scott is okay. Here's Terry-Ann Sweeney. We'll keep an eye on the bench. Back to the corner. We'll see if she leaves the bench. She go to the room or if she comes back on the ice. Back out. Looks to be a lower body. I didn't see that cross check from behind and wasn't expecting it. Back out. Now they have a chance. Here's Berube. Berube in the corner. Tries to work it out. Now Naomi Berube behind the net. Trying to body off the putt. Back to the line. Find out that there's a power play. Hard on, and here's the 2-on-1. Back off the wall. Approach it. Back door. Feeds it. Rebound. It's in the trees. More down. Tipped it out. Oh my. What a game-saving stop that was. Back to the corner. Here they come off the wall. Great save there by Shayna. Now another one. And that's going to be back-to-back saves. Breathe in, breathe out if you're the fans.
Michael, I think you're a fan. You're sitting there in all smiles.
Well, I just know what this lead can do. And a ton of games it can produce. And this one is nothing short of spectacular. Back to the line. Now they have an opportunity. We have 1 game 3 already. Why not have a pair? That's in front, open goal. Oh, they fired it wide. The Blaze had a chance on a Jimmy platter over there and fired it wide. Back to the corner. Here's the shot. Moore knocks it down. I think I may have said the Blaze, but I meant the Polar Ice. Back out. Oh. Did they have victory served on a silver platter there? They fired it wide of the goal. Here it rolls. Back to the corner now. It's going to be Redstein Morrison. Back in behind. Now they work it Krata, tossed you. Back to play it around the net. Looks at it down in front. Back to the wall here, the quick steal. Off the wall, we're in the final 3 minutes of regulation. We are tied at 1. Shaborat up for Neepu, back for Shaborat. Spinning on her backhand, fired it over top. Now they work it. Here's Neepu. In the corner, has Shaborat behind her. Sends it out front. Works it back for Jamie Johnson. 2:40 left here in the third period. We are tied at 1. Puck comes off the window. Now they shoot it off the wall here, the 1-on-2. Tossi's gonna go in after it. Albert slows it down. Keep in mind we have yet to see Whitney Scott. As Naomi Berube is with Redstein Morrison. And we'll see who the third member of this line is. It's Pales. Back out. The Pales might actually be down 2 line mates. It is back out. Now they work it off the wall. Here's the steal. Pale trying to play it into the corner. Shot back in front. Oh, they had the top corner. As bouncing off the bench there was Lee. Just fired it over the top. Back out. Now they work it back to the middle. Sends it out front. Here's the shot back to the blue line. Johnson right on. Pinballed. Pale will take a swing and a miss. Somebody else is shaking up at the side of the net. Slow to get up. Very slow to get up. That may have been Whitney again. Yeah, it was. Back out. So Whitney Scott is back out there. She got 2 absolutely hellacious hits on back-to-back shifts. Here's Johnson off the window. By hellacious, I mean like absolutely paying the price at the front of the net. There's the back. Playing a lead, just chasing out from behind. Now they work off the wall. Referees aren't going to call much now. I don't think that we're in the final minute. Here's Prochet. Prochet off the window. Works it for Jocelyn. In the corner, McClellan now for Jocelyn. Right on, and now we have a penalty. Who's it going to? Probably the Blaze.
It is going up against the Blaze, as there was a late hit behind the plate, Michael. Very late hit. Of course it was by Whitney Scott.
I don't like that call, Curtis.
You know what?
I don't like that call.
It's hit or miss. Even if a referee misses something, never retaliate, because the referee's going to see the retaliation.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, I don't like that call at this point. 49.8 left. And I would say that pretty much if it's the other way around too. That is a very questionable call at this point in the game to make. But if you're an official, you gotta Stay true to your convictions. Ice power play. 42 seconds left.
.42 seconds left, Michael. Face-off is in the Blaze zone. You are the ice coach. What do you tell your team?
You have a large portion of this at 4-on-3. You win the draw, you try to draw the traffic to the net for the shot. And then you try to beat Shane and Moore. Big penalty kill, they win the draw, that's job number 1. Here's Proby with a traffic, that's not wide. 40 seconds to go. That's out in front, that is blocked. Sends it now, Pale can't get to it. They'll work it back. Cross ice working. Looking here with 30 seconds left in regulation. Ice on the power play. Will it be a 4-on-3 or will this game be over? Here's the pinball. Out to center. Last chance. Here's Pale. Can't make it happen. Delayed offside. It's not going to matter. 13 seconds left in regulation. In the corner, Pales. Fast checking here. This is going to go to 4-on-3. And we'll decide this in overtime. Here tied at 1. And you want to stop the camera for a quick minute, Curtis? Okay, overtime. Underway, I just wanted the overtime on a different file for when I edit. And the only way you can do that is to stop the camera.
Overtime.
Anyway, so there's a minute 11 left in the penalty to Whitney shot. We're going to overtime here, tied at 1.
Okay, Michael, we're going to play a little game here.
All right.
Overtime, winning goal for each team.
Okay, you first.
I am going to say, out of the surprise bag, could very well be Courtney Cruz.
For the ice, and who are you taking for the Blaze?
I'm going to take Whitney Scott. Redemption is key in this game.
Okay, I'm going to go with Mackenzie Henley on the power play here in overtime.
For
the ice. And for the Blaze, I'm going to go with Hannah Pales. Honorable mention to Sonia Neal. She's got 2 straight overtime winning goals and shootout goals when we get here.
All right, we'll see what happens. As we are going to begin with 4-on-3 as, Whitney Scott's in the penalty box.
Yeah, after taking 2 hellacious hits, and I think that was the problem.
Yep.
She wanted retribution for those hits and wound up maybe taking a penalty on her own. Here we go to overtime. We are tied at 1. A goal by the team in blue. They go to the championship. A goal by the team in white. And they will go back for game 3 here on Saturday night. Back in front here. The shot that chipped just wide. Approach it back to pick it up. 47 seconds left in the power play. Here, 4.5 in the first overtime. They'll leave it off the window. Set it back to the wall. Here's a chance. Oh, that was Costi, but shot it just over top. Back to the line. Costi didn't reload. Did it back for Cromie. Right on, gloved. Away by Moore. Pale can't get it out. Costi cut it off. Moore to save. Puck off the blocker. They gotta get this out. They can't. Back out. Here's the shot. Stopped by Moore. 10 seconds left in the overtime. In the penalty in overtime. And Moore said, I've seen an apple. Get a whistle for her team. 3:53 left in the first overtime. Are you jumpy yet, folks? This is a good one. 4 seconds in the penalty to Whitney Scott. It will go to 4-on-4 and stay at 4-on-4 for this first overtime. Back to the corner now. We're back to 4-on-4. Here's Bond. Right on looking. Stole it right to Whitney Scott. Scott's going to take it. Scott up the wall for Kiera Lee. Scott to the net off the goal post. Back to the line. Missed by like a hair. Back out. Some of the fans to my right thought that puck was in, but it missed by a hair. Puck comes off the window, and when I mean a hair, I might mean by 3 millimeters. Off the wall, she'll try again. That one got blocked. Back to the corner now. Johnson off the shin and wide. Whitney Scott. She looks like on a mission to try to end this game. Back to the wall. Face off circle. Shooting, that is blocked. One of the ice paid the price. 2 minutes gone to the overtime. We are tied at 1. Up the ice. Here's Cruz. Looking. Shooting. Blocked by Moore. Rebounded in behind. Now out to the side. Now they worked it all the way around. Here's Zeitz. Back out here with 2:40 left in the first overtime. Up the ice. Jumping up into the play. Here's McClellan offside. Oh, man. I don't see any way to just do a shootout.
You know what? It's playoffs. Is there a shootout in playoffs, Michael?
Yes, there is after double overtime. Puck comes out. Might I remind you, Sonia Neal won the championship in the shootout. She won game 2 of round 1 in double overtime. What do they have for an encore? Puck comes back. Now they settle it around here in the first overtime. 2:15 left. Back to Cross now here quickly for Red Sky Morton. For Berube, enters the zone. Remember, we're 4-on-4. For Neal! Oh, that just missed. Back in the corner. Trying to work it. Of course you didn't have Sonia out there. Why not? She'd won you the last 2 playoff extra times you've been involved in. Back to the corner now. Neal gets shoved down. Back up here for Stinson. Here they come, 2-on-2, Stinson. We're in the final minute 40 of the first overtime. Here's Jocelyn. Jocelyn back out in front behind the net. Tries to pull it out, back in front, off a leg. Goes wide to the corner. 90 seconds left of the first overtime. We'll work it across, Jocelyn. Looks at it, back in front. Oh, more! One save, no! It's a goal! They're going to the championship!
Now, Michael, who got that goal?
And they pour off the bench! We'll see who comes out of that dog pile. Now the Blaze are going to console Shayna Moore. Not for a lot of trying.
I'll try and get that goal for you, Michael.
Yeah, I missed it entirely. That was back to 4-on-4 with 1:19 left in the overtime.
Stinson.
Stinson popped it in the back of the goal. This one's a done deal in overtime.
So, Michael, if you were to pick 3 stars right now, I first of all would give the first 2 to the goaltenders.
Yep.
And the next star would go to Stinson, Stephanie Stinson, on winning the game and bringing her team to the finals.
Yeah. Blaze will run. Their run will end. One game 3 on Saturday. In OT, it was the ice finding another deer. And Curtis, I'm going to get you to run to the room here on the left-hand side.
I actually got to run.
Can you just run and get the players on your way out?
What numbers?
3, 33, 3, and 19.
All right, I will do that. I will be right back.
And I will take the break here on Game Time. 2-1 in overtime. Post game show comes up next.